How Alex Eala broke barriers for Philippine tennis in 2025. Alexa has long been hailed as the future of Philippine tennis, a prodigy carrying the hopes of a nation yearning for a breakthrough on the global stage. Now at only 20, she is beginning to fulfill the prophecy that has followed her since she first picked up a racket after starting the year as the 130th ranked player on the WDA. Eala has risen 80 spots higher to become the first Filipina tennis player to reach top 50 with a 40-26 win-loss record in 2025. Her year was filled with moments that showed how much she has matured, not just in skill, but in composure, whether it was rallying from a set down or keeping her nerve in long tie breaks. She displayed a newfound steadiness that allowed her to turn close matches into career-defining wins. Each tournament became proof of her growing ability to adapt, recover, and outthink opponents who once easily overpowered her during her early pro years. It's only fitting to look back on the achievements she had this past season and what Eala can take away from a promising junior to a poised competitor, now carving her place among the sport's rising names. Eala's Miami Open breakthrough, entering the tournament as a wild card, the unheralded Eala surprised the whole tennis world in her performance in the 2025 Miami Open, which basically became the springboard of the season's success right from the early rounds. Eala made it clear that she wasn't simply there just to participate. In the round of 128, she defeated then world number 43 Katie Volanitz in straight sets. Next, she beat former French Open champion Jelena Enko and then followed up with another huge victory over 2025 Australian Open titless Madison Keys, becoming the first Filipino to beat a top 10 player and a Grand Slam champion at a WTA event, a walkover against 10 seed Paula Badosa in the round of 16 would set up the biggest victory of Eala's career with an outstanding upset of world number 2 Agas in the quarterfinals. With that win, she became the first Filipina to reach a WTA 1000 semifinal, as well as the first from her country to beat a player ranked in the top 5, although her run was halted in the semifinals by 4 seed Jessica Pegula in a 3-set thriller. By then, the narrative had shifted. This was no more just a promising young player, because I looked like she belonged. With an overall winning percentage of 67% in her career in hard courts, the upward trend is definitely in the horizon. Eala's Grand Slam debuts and first triumph in the U.S. Open with her rankings being good enough to earn a ticket in the main draw of Grand Slam tournaments. It paved the way for tennis fans to witness if I was ready for the big stage. The first test came in the French Open, where she bowed out to Aimlana Arango, despite a tough 3-set loss. 0-6, 6-2, 3-6, she showed moments of fight and grit after a shaky first set. Next came the grass court spectacle of Wimbledon, where I again stepped into the spotlight in the main drawn against defending champion Barbara Krejcikov in the opening round. Eala stepped onto the iconic center court and held her ground under the bright lights in another 3-set defeat. However, Eala did not waste her one last crack to win a Grand Slam match this season at the U.S. Open. She pulled off a significant upset by defeating 14 seed Clarissa in a thrilling 3-set battle highlighted by her comeback in the final set. Eala's win wasn't just a normal one. Its magnitude resonated far beyond her individual career. For that night in New York, the future of Philippine tennis stepped firmly into the present. What is Eala's next step? Having already made waves on hard courts and grass, Eala's upcoming challenge lies on clay, a surface that has tested her so far and holds untapped opportunity. This was evident in her outing at the Oris Ladies Open in Portugal that ended in the second round as she lost Pana. Advi in straight sets. The defeat prompted Ella to publicly acknowledge the court demands more adjustment for her game. So, what does improvement on clay look like for Ella in 2026? First off, building consistent footwork and movement tailored to the surface will be key. Staying low, sliding cleanly, and choosing when to extend rallies. Another aspect is adapting her serve and return strategies for clays. Slower nature to help Yella turn more points in her favor. In short, the clay court season isn't just another part of the calendar for Alex. It's the next proving ground if she can unlock the surface nuances and transfer her hardcore momentum into red dust success. The rise we've witnessed is just the